Greetings and salutations. We are now in another vault. We are currently, where am I at? Right here. Right here. We're at the Sanctuary of the Snakeman, right here. So just a little farther south. And I'm going to farm some Elder Indian. Oh, wow. He wandered out here. I've never seen them out here before. It's interesting. And then yeah, so I have an announcement to make. I have a public announcement to make. I uh, I have one more cookie left. Now that I've got that out of the way, we can continue on to the dungeon. I really like the visual appearance of this dungeon, the way that they have the fire, like they're trying to raise the temperature of the dungeon to make it, make it to where it's a warmer place for what do they call snakes? They're not amphibious. They're I forget what they call the Latin name for snakes. It's reptiles, reptilian. I forget the but yeah, you can definitely tell that this place is like a more humid, kind of muggy um, kind of environment, and so the ambiance of this place, they've done a real good job. It still kind of maintain that like cult uh, architecture. Like there's a underlying theme that takes place. Definitely like what they've done. I would like to see some interaction though on these scrolls, kind of the way that they have on the Exiles map when you can, maybe a random recipe, low tier, low grade recipe, not none of the good stuff, but like your cooking recipes or your maybe even a dedicated recipe in these scrolls because I run through here and I check these every time. And I also do like the cobwebs and stuff. One of the things that I talked about in one of my previous some hardened steel, nice. One of the things I talked about in my previous videos was giving cobwebs an effect. I've seen on some games, and they recently added that to I think rounded is what they call it, where if you walk through a cobweb, you get a little snare effect. And I talked about that a little over. Ooh, I'm getting rolled up a little over a year ago, and the kind of the way that I play is I play kind of as a thrall manager. I kind of play more of a management role, and I always put my best stuff on the thrall, and I kind of wear like secondary stuff. Like I could equip to a better weapon, but it's more important for the thrall to have that stuff, especially during PvP time. Because if I get wrecked, so I just basically roll with like you'll see right here, like star metal, star. It's the lower damage. Man, that's really kind of good pin. Lower damage. So I kind of roll with the star metal stuff. Because you log out and you log back in and you realize you were too close to the furnace and you died from heat exhaustion while you were in your log out phase and all your stuff decays. So I just kind of realized that some good loot on this dungeon for this time. Interesting. I wonder if because it's PvP hours, the loot table is a little better. I wonder if there's a secondary. Um, oh yeah, he just rolled right through him. I was initially looting those arrows, but I just there's nothing on these guys that has it really any relevance. Kind of wish they had some bandages or. Oof, I got a little sunder on me. Pokey pokey, pokey pokey. Yeah, he's over there trying to get my horse. I found out if I just keep my horse with me, it does two things. It doesn't telegraph that I'm in the dungeon, and then secondly, it'll level up the horse. So that was something. Um, that was something I see if there's any scrolls in here. Like it looks like all this ancient wisdom just being kind of like stored away. I wonder if these are names of all their victims. You think maybe that's what it is? Um, there's the kind of the way down. You got to kind of like do like a little button hook and a down and under So you come down the stairs. I like how they've done this too. See how there's the two colored torches? One's got the green and one's got the so you got the blue there. I kind of feel like I know they make this it's a little kind of a refinement touch here, but you have this torch right here, but then you have these torches right here. I kind of feel like all these torches need to be the same color except for this one. Like this is green, you keep that green. When you come into the dungeon, you have red there, but you have these blue ones that are blue here. So you got like 5 different torches going on. These probably like reused assets from something else. That's probably what it is. I think maybe these ones should be red instead of blue. I mean, that's subjective, but I don't know why these are blue and those are red. That's just from a design point. It's a little off. I think the red though. I think the red looks better at on the ambiance of the dungeon. Um, I think it would just look better, to be honest, if these were all red. Um, except for maybe the final room. If those were all red, kind of like a regular traditional fire, except for this one right here, right? Because it's the trap. They've done a really good job with these these vaults. And the triggers and the way the triggers are on the floor. The thralls can mess up and open. They can step on them and open up a trigger, and so you kind of have to manage that a little bit. That's an added feature that's nice. I would like some of those mechanics to kind of be brought back into the original map. To be honest, there's some lessons learned there from that original map. Yeah, I think as a design aspect, I think all these need to be red, like how it gives it that kind of natural glow. I don't think the turquoise are I don't even know what color to call that. That kind of blue green um, torch color. Okay, what do we got here? Let's clear this over here. This is empty. Also some of these eggs, like right here, I feel like they should be in. This seems. I hate to use the word feel. I feel like this is should be interactive in some way. These ones that have the little green kind of cobweb goo on them, translucent goo. Okay, let's come on, Bob the Berserker. Oh, you dirty, dirty dog. That's what I was talking about. Managing that those thralls. I'm a thrall manager. Oh, pokey pokey. I should carry 2 weapons. Did we got a chest in here? Yep, right there. Yeah. Oh, gotta roll. Gotta roll. Oh, gotta roll. Yeah, I think this dungeon does a little bit better with 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 the the variety. There we go. Variety. I hate saying diversity. The variety of enemy types. The variety, because you have the skinny ones and you have these bigger ones. I would like to see another NPC or another monster type in this dungeon. Maybe even some snakes. A couple of snakes um, in this dungeon. Already use existing assets. Um, and let me see here. What do we got here? Did I already come through here? No. Oh, no. Just kind of my personal thoughts on this, looking from an objective point of view. Um, like this room, you could have a big snake in here, and then this guy right here. There's 2 things I'm trying to capture. I'm not just like running my mouth and without a primary focus here. One, is I'm trying to capture the knockdown effect where the thralls get stuck um, in the railing right here where my little dot is. That for whatever reason there's a I'm gonna kill everybody in here first. I might even switch up the weapon so the fight lasts a little bit longer to see if I can get them stuck. Um, because I've been having a problem with thralls.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
Don't make me hurt you. Yeah, a little stun lock. Yeah, I'm all grit. Hardly any damage, but all grit. He looks over at me. See that? He looked over at me. He looked over at me. He was like, "Are you okay? I don't expect much out of you." Okay. You know, this dungeon is great. Early game, this dungeon is great. You can come get all this serpent items, and I must have used those serpent skinning knives for like um, I'll burn through like 4 or 5 of them early game. To this dungeon feels more challenging than the other Wolf Brother dungeon, and I think it's more of a. You can tell he's got open wound on his back. The modeling on this is fantastic, fantastic. These guys are like the inner sanctum. It's almost like they're transforming, from a humanoid creature to to a reptile. They're kind of like that in between. I don't know what's going on. I hear my horse over there wigging out. But yeah, the model creation on this is just fantastic. Okay. Okay. I think I cleared this place out except for the boss. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the weapon here. Come on, get the butt out of the way. So that's another thing is that kind of is a little frustrating that I haven't really figured out how I want to articulate in a discussion is that the horse and the thrall occupy the same follow space. And um, and the problem is with the thrall, you can tell the thrall to follow at a certain distance, but the horse you can't go in here and you can't tell the horse to follow at a certain distance. They need to add that same functionality that exists in here when you go to behaviors. No, is it engagement? Right here, chase distance. Right here, chase distance. They need to add the chase distance menu set onto the horses right here, because the issue I have is these things occupy the same distance as the thralls, and plus they're both of them will teleport onto you and knock you off of cliffs and walls. Giant pain in the ass. I'm gonna pull this off, and I want to put the mace. Did I not loot a mace? I thought I looted a mace. I'll just put this. We'll do this. Okay, and I this guy's pretty beefy, so I want to watch him attack and see if he goes through his rotations. And it's a relatively low damage weapon, so my goal here is hoping that he'll get knocked back. You see, healing already started. Nice spin. Nice spin. And take a look how the blade is all covered in blood. Nice touch. So usually when the knockback happens, you see what his life looks like. Oh, he's stacking bleeds. Okay. I want to move him out and see if I can get him to move. Yeah, he still can move. Let's put him back over there. It seemed like it was a lot more. Oh, he's looking at me. He's like, oh no, pay attention to me. Oh, we didn't get the knockback. I guess that perk is working. I got that perk which doesn't do it reduces knockbacks and knockdowns. And I know on my female foreigner forgotten thrall, she gets stuck on everything. I'm gonna have to do some more testing. There we go. That's usually what does it right there. Let's see if I can move him out. Let's see if I can move him out. Is he? No, he moved. He moved. He moved. Because in the past, that. Ooh, look at that. In the past, that usually is what would get them stuck on the railing or the fence. Okay.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
And then you can't. Oh, look, the horse got blasted in the ass. Okay. All right, let me switch back out. Let me put the good weapon back on. Yeah, one of the things that just has been just frustrating the shit out of me is you get all these YouTubers that get on here, and they're just in God mode. They're like straight up God mode. All they do is they try to monetize the content as quick as possible. Like I don't monetize. I have no intent in monetizing. I do this because I enjoy making videos, and I kind of looking at it from an abject point of view. I don't put any spoiler alerts. I don't do any like this is the great wonder thing, but these guys get on YouTube and they immediately exploit the shit out of the game. They fly around in God mode. They kill all the bosses, and they're like, "Oh, this is where you get it. This is the good loot," and they just completely spoil the shit out of the game instead of leaving the mystery and the wonder in the game. And it's like they don't even do any metrics of spawn. There's one guy who does, but they don't even do any metrics of spawn rates or percentages or any of that stuff. And it's like the most cuck fucking, sorry for the profanity, the most cuck ass lame, pathetic YouTube experience, and then Funcom honors these guys by giving them recognition in the game for ruining the shit out of their game. And I mean, if there's generally bug fixes and bug exploits, yeah, I mean that stuff needs to be documented and posted on the forums. But it's just I watched some of those, and so I started getting on their forums when they put out a video, and if they get one of these big spoiler videos where there's not really any substance, it's just like here's easy mode. Here's easy mode for you. This is how you cheat and cheese the game. So I started getting on the commenting on their videos. Let me do this. Let's see if he'll learn it. Does he already know it? Okay. What about the horsey? Does the horsey know it? And so I started getting on the comments, and I would just be like, "This is a trash ass video. -1 karma, right? -1 karma." All right, that concludes this video. Right here, there's another run through. Ooh, look at that! I need some food. I think I'm gonna go hit the other wolf brother real quick. I think I'm gonna go just gonna make like a circular thing. So I got this one. Got this one. I think I'm gonna go hit the Den of the Wolf Brothers. This one is the what? The Wolf Man. Yeah, Wolf Man. Let me put my shit on my horse. Trying to kind of do a little bit of inventory management. There. I don't need that. Ooh, we're going to put that there and that there. There we go. Kind of a little bit. So I was going to showcase something else here before I end this video. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I'm just bringing light. So this guy, right? This guy built this base, and he has literally blocked off. He's literally blocked off this entire sector right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but from this wall right here, and he's blocked off all the way over to here, and he's blocked off all of this entire valley region, which arguably is a tenth of the map, maybe a 15th. No, it'd be a ninth of the ninth of the map, and you can just see here where all of this, and part of the issue is that there's anti-climb on all of this, so you're forced to go through this, and then underneath here, the entire valley is boxed in. He's got 20 tile up walls, and I think, and of course he has put signs, but I think it just does two things. One is this is forces a PvP environment if you two people run past each other in here. And the second thing is if you end up inside that valley, there's almost no way out. You're super jacked. And I almost feel like there needs to be. I use that word again. Feel. I almost think that there needs to be a limitation. You can see the wall over on this side where he's just gone nuts with blocking this whole region in, and it goes even farther on the west side. But I almost think that there needs to be a tile distance restriction. You know how they used to have the food trough that they've almost completely nerfed at this point, where it would go 25 tiles. I think building tiles should not exceed 100 tiles. Like realistically, you can build in it, and if they exceed 100, then they need to build another use another starter block or another base block. Um, there needs to be a little bit of refinement on base size because that shit just gets out of control. I mean, I guess it creates a playability loop because they're infinitely repairing and updating, but and they'll try to connect have all these bases, and they'll try to connect them through the map, and it's just too much. It's just too much. I can see since this is a PvE conflict server, nobody's bothering to upgrade their materials, so everybody's got tier one materials. I went the wrong way. I'm trying to go. Where am I? I'm trying to go right there. I gotta make a U-turn. So I gotta try to get up there. You know, one thing I haven't done is the Bat Cave. I haven't done the Bat Cave in a while. All right, I'm stopping this video here. It's going on too long. I'm rambling.